wanna stand up 100 feet tall, 'cause fear will never lead my way. I'm ready to run 100 miles strong. I will never be the same. Waking the lions in me. I'm waking the lions in me. Waking the I wanna stand up 100 feet tall, 'cause fear will never lead my way. I'm ready to run 100 miles strong. I will never be the same. I wanna stand up 100 feet tall, 'cause fear will never lead my way. I'm ready to run 100 miles strong. I will never be the same. Waking the lions in me. I'm waking the lions in me. Waking the lions in me. Waking the lions in me. I'm waking the lions in me. I'm waking the lions in me.
XCW Galaxy, welcome. 15 years, the all-time awards. It's an award show over XCW's 15-year history, the entirety of it. We leave no stone unturned. We're going to have 10 categories for you tonight, 10 awards, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give, a wide variety of topics. We've been around for, like I said, 15 years. We have so many roster changes, so many venue changes, so many stage changes. Went from wrestling on porches and mattresses. Now we have our own ring. We just redid it for Summer Mania this year. Oh, man. You got to check that out if you haven't already on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Steve-O, are you ready, man? Are you ready?
I'm always ready. I'm pumped.
I'm
This
on
is
it.
an honor to host this.
I'm glad you're here with me. I'm glad you're
Oh
here.
yeah, pleasure always. I mean, we're gonna see like the best promos, best superstars, best matches you could ever see.
15 years worth, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. It's a lot to come through. It was a group of XCW veterans, alumni. There's people who are knowledgeable about XCW, been around for so long. They were the deciding vote. They narrowed it down to one in particular.
One.
Funny you mentioned promos, because that's actually the first category. That's what we're going to start off on. It goes anywhere. Pets, Void and Hazard, that thing with his mom.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
It was being locked in a room for 24 hours, no food, no drinks. Oh, see, I got even goosebumps. You remember those times?
Remember that time Fletch, he dragged you into the...
Let's not talk about that right
Okay,
now.
okay. What about that time Fletch and Vapor? That was a
There
good
we
one.
go.
How about that one instead?
Oh yeah. You
Good.
gotta bring that up.
Chris
again.
Jones beating up his own dad, pissing on the grave of Genocide's dad.
Yeah. Hot mess tongues.
There's been a lot over the years, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get right into it. Here it is.
Week after lousy fucking week. You see EBW guys come out here and take over the show.
Right.
No, there's not one single person out here that knows that they don't already know that I'm better than that match. I'm better than Mitchell Maverick.
I'd agree.
Hell,
He thinks he's better than
I'm better than Chris Jones.
Proved himself time and time
I beat him at
again.
SummerMania. Hell, we're better than Corey Lee.
Ooh, Corey Lee getting called out. After the respect he gave him and everything? Wow.
Seen on Facebook last weekend. Had some of the XCW guys, some of the EBW guys, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. One person stood out to me in all that madness on Facebook. That was my own fiance, the general manager of XCW.
That's how Fletch has all his power. He fucking the GM. Well, yeah. I mean,
She was talking about how EBW is gonna fall,
That was the best day ever.
how XCW is gonna come out, take out everybody in EBW and regain total control of XCW. She said she's got all of her secret powers to do it. Corey Lee, Matt Chinchell, Hazard, even Ryan Grayson. Who the fuck is Ryan Grayson?
Exactly. Who the fuck is Ryan Grayson?
Well, obviously our current XCW champion.
Yeah. He's somebody.
But was I mentioned?
Ooh.
Did anybody say that Fletch can help the EBW problem? And you know, I had every intention in the world on helping XCW fight this battle because, let's be honest, XCW's my entire life. But I'm not fighting for any sides now. I'm not fighting for EBW. I'm not fighting for XCW. I'm fighting for Fletch. You know, you might say, oh, this is Fletch playing another one of his tricks. We've seen him do this with Corey Lee and the whole thing with Hazard. This is for real. This is no bullshit. You know, I'm sick and tired of coming out here, happy-go-lucky, wrestle matches against OL, Mitchell Maverick, wrestling in the opening matches of Halloween Havoc. I remember being in the main event of Halloween Havoc. Hell, Halloween Havoc 2008, me, Cynical, Chris Jones. I won that fucking match. Then, on top of all that, you have all these people who disrespect me. I bust my ass since day one on XCW. All of this was from the ground up. I created it. But do I get credit for that? Fuck no. I get just as much credit as Genocide, the one who turned his back on all of you. I get just as much credit as Genocide and Dylan Boston. Dylan Boston, the guy that took his ball and went home in 2008. Whoop-de-fucking-do for Dylan doing 2 promos since he's been gone. Love for the XCW. Good job. And then you got all these people who, over the past 10 years, who's come in and out of the XCW. I don't know how many times I've had to rebook a show because some asshole didn't want to show up for work. What about Jay Banks? What about Ben Banks? What about Kyle Victim? Huh? Nemesis. Max Destruction. He was a piece of shit. Hell, there's even people that I put blood and sweat and tears into who never even came in the XCW in the first place. Jordan Starr. Yeah, you don't know who Jordan Starr is now, do you?
Nope.
How about Jacob Cyanide? Do you know who he is? Fuck no, you don't know who he is. Tyler Branson. Made one appearance. I put everything into this and I get nothing back. You know how much money and time I put into this for people to take a shit on me? Then I'm stuck in this damn Sin series and I have 0 points. And I'm pretty sure that it's gonna continue that way all the way up till Sin. I guarantee it. I don't get any damn respect. I've won 6 XCW championships. I've won 6 international championships, but I guarantee that 2 of James Cerebral's damn title shots are better than mine. And why? Why is that? Why don't I get any damn credit? You know, I sat out here and I did everybody a favor. JJ's new. Let's be honest, game fucking sucks ass. So I sat at the announcer table for weeks.
Why is it always me?
For weeks. To try and make these guys better. And do I get a thank you? Do I get anything for it? No, I don't get shit for it. It's time for things to change around here. And if I have to do this, and I have to bash people's fucking brains in with chairs every single week, I'm gonna do it. I don't get any respect. Austin Chaos. I had him a great send-off. Let Gabe come out here and say his dumb little speech. I gave him championship celebrations every week. But what'd he do? Yeah, he got hurt. But did he ever show his face again? Yeah, once. SummerMania. And he came out here and did a half-assed job. I'm tired of getting shit on. So I'm gonna prove to everybody why I deserve my respect. Hell, I'll go as far as going to wherever in the hell Vapor is and beat his ass. Nobody is exempt. Not Hazard, not Genocide, not Corey Lee, not James Cerebral, not Gabe, not JJ. I don't give a shit who you are. You're in my line of fire. You're in trouble.
Big words from
Very big
very
words.
big words. He is
Definitely one of the big promos up there. We have its star here, Fletch, with us.
Yeah.
One of the more heated promos, I'd say, in XCW's history. Definitely unexpected.
Definitely was.
Had me clenching my butthole a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I won't lie to you. What, if you remember, I'm sure you do, it's still fresh in your mind. What was kind of your mindset when you cut that?
Well, the thing was, it was definitely in the heat of things with XCW versus EBW. And that was what the world was talking about, was XCW and EBW, and where did Fletch fit into that, being the owner of XCW, and, you know, all things being said, you know, I've always, of course, been, you know, XCW all the way, whether it was versus UIW, and, you know, Hazard and I even had a death match at SummerMania 6, where we beat the shit out of each other, and at the end, it's a big FU to UIW. Like, it's always XCW loyal, and knew I had to do something drastic to prove that I wasn't on either side. I wanted to take on this whole new persona, this heel persona that was going to catch people's attention, that's going to keep me relevant, while obviously I'm going to be under the radar as compared to XCW versus EBW. So the best way to do that was I took a gigantic L against EBW's best.
I remember.
In Mitchell Maverick. And no, Mitchell, I mean, let's be completely honest, Mitchell wasn't superstar status or anything.
That still comes
up
from time to time,
right?
I remember.
And I took a giant L, and this was the best way to get my character over, to get the point across, was that I was being disrespected. We had this new company coming in, they were trying to take over the company that I helped build, you know, and I didn't want to be on the deciding factor of XCW. I didn't want to be on the deciding factor for EBW. I just wanted to be Fletch, and that was the best way to prove my point. And I'm really shocked that this one. I mean, there's been some amazing promos. You know, Chris and the ones that you mentioned earlier, the EBW rallies, and Chris at Cobb's promos, and there's been the CNN promos. I mean, there's a gigantic list of promos over the years. I'm really shocked that this one was chosen. I think that this one was chosen because a lot of people took what I said directly to heart, and saying, I'm not really sure. Were you on the table during this segment? I'm not really sure. We have to watch the show back and hear if you're on there. But Gabe was on commentary that night, and he thought that the things that I was saying about him, he took it to heart, like to the point where he was upset and talking about not coming back to XCW because he thought
I do remember
that I was legit, like that I was legit in what I was saying, and it was just a way to get me and my character over.
It's a 10 out of 10. 10
certainly got your respect.
Yeah.
Except for this guy.
Hey, you finally got it. You had to drag him into the ring. But,
our next segment.
Oh, man, I know. Well, Fletch, since we've got you here, I know you've been in such things as VK3, VK2, the Loyalty tag team, such as Monsters Among Men, most recently Limited Edition, had that tag
Legion
team
of Monsters.
Run. Oh, Legion of Monsters?
Yeah, Legion of Monsters.
Not
myself and Brandon Hobbs, yeah.
See, I love that tag team. I wish you would have done more with that.
I know.
But,
it was a short run.
Well, it is what it is. What can you do? You know. But while we're on that topic, I brought that up because that is our next award, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go straight into it. I don't know if we'll have you up here again, but you may be up here.
Hey, we never know.
You mentioned those were all some powerhouses. We'll just have to get into it. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the best stable/tag team in XCW history.
EBW. 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 E E E E B W. E B W.
Oh man, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. EBW, best stable of all time, and we have here its leader, the brainchild almost, if you will, with the Gabe, Chris Jones.
I guess I should have. Or the shirt.
Hey, it's okay. No big deal. Really, when you think of stables, I gotta agree. I gotta agree with the choice here. EBW. I may have been Team XCW. I wasn't a huge fan of EBW on the show. But it was great. It was a great period of our history. It was great for promos, shows, matches, just everything was on point. Even the EBW shows. Those were awesome too. But you want to say a few words about your time in EBW? I know you've been in the Untouchables and, but none have really stood the test of time. The test of time.
Shelbyville Heat.
Shelbyville Heat, that's the one. I apologize.
I was almost a VK2 member back in the day. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just know Chris Jones MPG. Chris Jones almost a VK2 back in the day.
Man, can you believe that?
Shelbyville Heat, EBW.
Wow.
But
Oh man, can't this mean?
you got me up here talking about EBW. Yeah, it was a company I started a long time ago because we were all about wrestling. That was back when we used to wrestle 2-3 times a week.
Mhm.
I wanted more, so I started the company. Ironically, with Vapor.
Mhm.
Did a little stuff in the backyard, and then we just stopped. I mean, it wasn't going anywhere. I mean, it wasn't meant to compete with anybody.
Mhm.
And Fletch approached me one day. He's like, I got this killer idea. And he normally doesn't approach me with many ideas. It's
Okay.
usually, hey, Chris, this person flaked out. You get this person or this person. Who do you want? But he's like, I got this baller idea. I'm like, okay, lay it on me. He's like, EBW. What do you think if it came back? I'm liking this.
Okay.
He's like, Gabe's going to be the bring it back, and he explained how the retro show, Gabe had stock, able to purchase something, bring back EBW.
Mhm.
But EBW was great because it was a great story. It allowed for superstars to shine, which normally wouldn't have got the chance. Maybe Austin Chaos wouldn't have got as big so fast as he did without the EBW.
Miss that guy.
It gave Zach Washington another platform to wrestle, even though he didn't wrestle very long.
That's true.
And then we had Brandon Hobbs for a while. And ultimately it culminated with the excellent story of, Genocide being the Benedict Arnold
Yeah.
betraying EBW. After we threw the swerve, Gabe interfered. Chris Jones 1, 2, 3 over Corey Lee with the FML.
You gotta love it.
Then Emily comes out, Genocide turns his back, Acid Slam, we do the FML off the shed. It was a perfect story to end a storybook tale.
I agree.
I don't think XCW would be the same without the storyline, to be honest.
Not at all.
A lot of people think Chris Jones and Cynical's a great storyline. Chris Jones Hazard, Fletch Hazard Tommy, but I think the best storyline is probably EBW versus XCW.
Definitely an exciting time. I mean, it was
Wow.
definitely uncertain, XCW almost didn't make it there for a while. But hey,
I was very happy that Fletch came to this idea.
It stood the time.
right?
It's still here.
I can't argue with that, Steve-O. But that's category 2. Category 3, this man right here is very familiar with, ladies and gentlemen. That is champions. Not whether it be XCW champion, international champion, tag team champion. This is the best champion of all time, across all belts. Does not matter, across all 15 years. This is going to be hard. Stick with us. And we never got to see wrestle, unfortunately. The 2004-2005 championship run of Cynical. Oh, man.
Had a pretty good run from what I saw over the history books.
Yeah. Entered early 2004. He was only in XCW about 5 years or so. It culminated in 2009. And he was in so many great matches over the years. He's came back a couple times. We've seen him in a couple promos. We've still tried to get him to come back. Please, maybe one day. You never know.
One day.
No, but it's amazing to see someone who hasn't been around in so long yet still have such an impact. You still hear all the guys talk about him, and you know how good his matches were, and how good of a wrestler he was, and how his promos were, and everything. And that's really two sides of the coin. You know, there's wrestling ability, and there's also ability to how you use a mic. And some people don't have it all. But Cynical was that dude, from what I understand.
He was what do you call that? Triple threat.
Triple threat, I guess you could say that.
Pretty good threat. I mean, he was great on the mic.
Yeah.
He was a great wrestler, and he was a great champion.
Okay. I was wondering where you're going with the third one, but I like that. Well, man. We're going to go into the next one. XCW's most explosive moment.
You want me to say it?
I don't know. We've had a lot over the years. But what?
Let's get it on!
Let's get it on. No. Oh, man. Let's get it on.
Until the end.
And I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus or say this about any one person, but I do.
Elbow drop there for bull.
Oh my God! You see that? Could this be it? Oh, there's a cradle shot. Oh my God! Nightmare. That was your years ago. He has since evolved into
To the corner.
Oh my God!
Whipping him off the rope here. And a back elbow. And there's an elbow drop from the top. Hey.
Oh, nice!
Coming up next. While, just to help us get things going. Oh, and there's a carnage. Double underhook suplex there. Much so.
Oh, a nice! Man, wait, he's setting him up.
No, wait a minute.
Oh my God, nice!
Annihilator.
Or the snow show, as it was called.
Team champions, the Catalyst, Kevin Paris. Nice. Oh, and what a drop kick.
Skateboard chin.
Nice.
Oh, crossbody!
Nice. One.
Is it the
Oh,
Mexican?
there it is, the laugh out loud.
Oh, curb stop! Oh my! Wait a second. Double hand chokeslam. Oh my God! His debut in XCW entire show. Genocide has been one of the most about someone who's made a career for themselves in XCW. This. Wait, there's oh my God!
Me and him together. I've known Genesis
15 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. Genocide should have zero complaints. He is one of the most
killer feud. Oh, nice baseball slide.
Oh my God! Bring it on!
Wait a minute. What's this I
Oh,
did?
wait! 7! That's it!
Heavyweight champion.
Yep. That is true. That's right.
He's also one of the toughest men I've ever had. Man that took me on the ring when I first joined the company. Showed me going out with a bang.
This is what we're doing. They're all putting their hand on the title.
Just being smart. Take out the biggest threat. Biggest
Clothesline from hell.
back there, please.
Oh! Man, devastating spot. Flipping right there.
There's a rough rider, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh! Heat clear! Heat.
Kick. Oh, side effect. Last breath.
What? The Devastator!
Wasn't for him.
A legend of backyard wrestling.
As much as we love it, it wasn't for him.
8 years of my life.
Some people say that all good things for a reunion 2017.
Look at this. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 2017.
You're the reason.
Austin Claymore from the back. Up in Fletch has done it. So many.
Cerebro!
Tommy the man.
From Washington, D.C.
Chris Jones. Corey Lee.
Introducing next from
Wolfman himself.
he hails.
Why is he out here?
Yes, get him! Yes!
Good Lord.
Oh, genocide just post.
Oh, no, there are kids here. Jesus Christ.
Michinoku.
Exactly. Oh!
Curb stop to strain those back ligaments. If you can't use that leg, you can't climb the ladder.
He's waiting. Tommy doesn't even know. Oh! There he goes.
We're gonna get you this time.
Oh! Headlock. We're about to see some of it right now here, brother. Oh, man.
Oh, we got a 5 in front of us. Here comes Chris Jones.
Oh my God. Over. This is all. Oh!
Two left in the ring right now are Brandon Hobbs and Corey. Oh,
now XCW International Championship. What an impromptu match here, baby. Oh, my Lord. Oh, big surprise.
Sit down DDT. 3 and he shot that arm up. Oh,
How about that's the way the cookie
picking him up.
flips him off and another one. Now with the EBW belt. We love it.
I don't know if like the biggest nightmares as ever.
Yeah.
Trained by Ivy, his handler. This is Ben.
Oh, what is Nightmare going to have?
Girl's going to hit him.
Oh, Venom. He's protected his
Vertical swing.
Joker. Oh my God. Double whammy.
His tag team partner. Noble and Grim Reaper starting to do.
Yeah, fuck, it's gross.
Weighing in at 315. This is Billy.
Witness this. Oh, God.
Double.
Double choked. Might be trying to take out their leg. I don't think LOL's a Bill. Why is he? Bill Hunter with the spear.
Man, whoa. I expect at least 5, 6.
Here we go. Go back up.
It into mint.
Yes, sir. All the best people are, Alexander.
We got somebody. DTC. DJ Warburg.
Brendan Stickle. See justice.
Well, here we go, folks. And we all.
They didn't even wait for the bell. That's Boyd gone, like I said.
Boyd's already out.
Out. Oh, fuck. Glory is over, folks. What a beautiful match. 4 championship titles on the line today. We took them all down.
The most shocking moment, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. Until the end, and Glory, the reunion, the rebirth of XCW, really. Obviously, Steve and I were not there until the end. It was definitely an uncertain time, the end of XCW. I was scheduled to be there. Definitely don't let me live that one down. That was my fault. I've been a flaky person over the years, but I haven't missed a show in almost 2 years.
That's right.
So, yeah, jot that down.
He's shooting for the trifecta next year.
Triple threat, as Steve would say.
Yeah.
But first, let's get into Until the End. That's a little tongue twister there. Since Steve and I weren't there, so kind of give us a bird's eye view, Fletch. You know all the history of XCW. You're what I think of when XCW comes to mind. What are your thoughts on it?
I was going to say, you guys handpicked me to come up here and talk about this one. So,
that is true.
Because I don't think the award necessarily goes to anybody on this. It's just to the company, and it was a shocking moment. And what makes it so shocking, makes Until the End so shocking, first of all, before we get into reunion, what made Until the End so shocking is that Hazard and I sat out the Saturday before, and we're like, listen, there's a situation where some guys are going to move on and do other things, and if those things were to happen, that XCW's not going to make it another month. Without a proper fan base and a proper roster, how are you going to perform? So basically it came down to Hazard and I saying, you know what, maybe it's run its course and it's time to pull the plug. Sounded like some guys already had their minds made up where they were going and what their future plans were wrestling-wise, and it didn't sound like XCW was included in that. So on the Thursday prior to the Saturday's event, we announced on our official Facebook page that we were no longer going to be running shows as XCW, and that the company would come to a close that Saturday, and it did for nearly a year. From May of 2016 until March of 2017,
brought us to
which is Glory.
The reunion.
That's right.
What a great show that was. That was a good little time. We had people that are no longer with us. Alexander.
We're not missing out much on there. But what the shocking part of the reunion was the fact that we set out in October. All I did was post a logo. I thought about it a lot, and we talked about it, and all I did was post a single logo, and it blew up overnight.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I looked at some of the guys, and I'm like, we got something here. Maybe it's time that maybe we start playing a reunion. And the reunion was planned to be a one-time gig, and turned into, here we are almost 2 years later.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing. Yeah, it was shocking because everything happened so fast in both times.
Yeah.
And it's just wild how things. It seems like the time off was right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we were a little premature on saying that it was the end of XCW, but at the time, it felt real. So I'm glad that we got the chance to do Glory Reunion and come back, and here we are.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think the announce team's solid, the matches are solid, the promos are solid. That time off, we're back bigger than ever. The thing that shocked me about Glory was no Chris Jones. But, here we are. He's back. We gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, Glory into the end. What amazing.
And at least I got to come back and be the authority, be the figurehead, which we're gonna find out who's the best authority head in XCW's history.
Oh man, that's gonna be a short list, but a good list, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. gentlemen, with the best authority head of XCW, and it is none other than Miss Emily Moore. We have had people like Hazard, Chris Jones, Fletch, even DJ Wolbert, authority heads, but the one who stands tall, Miss Emily Moore. She's been general manager, owner. Now she is the sole owner of XCW. She writes our paychecks, and we love her so very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Like, you've been in XCW for quite a while. You've been authority for quite a while. You know, you've been in the royalty. How has your time been in XCW, as an authority figure?
It's been a blast. I mean, in all honesty, being one of the only female roles has definitely been a challenge. However, I feel like that helps me strive because, well, quite frankly, I'm a bitch. I mean, I get my point across, and that's how it works.
Right.
Being nice doesn't work. We figured that out on Ajax with Aaron. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. So I've been with the company since 2004. I was behind the scenes then, joined as GM in 2011, only to take over in 2017 when, well, Fletch failed. It's hard to say. So I love being an authority figure. I do it inside and outside of the company, so it's what works for me.
I can't argue with that, and it gets results, ladies and gentlemen.
That it does.
XCW has been experiencing some of the best couple years I think we've had in a while, and I'm not saying it's not because Fletch is the leader. Not at all. Not at all. Because you've been there every step of the way. I'm just saying Emily Moore has definitely had an influence on it.
We are off mattresses.
There we go. We are off mattresses. This is true. We are in the ring now, ladies and gentlemen. And I remember our next topic is rivalries. I remember you had a little rivalry with Michaela over the years. That was a fun one. You guys should check that out on our YouTube channel, XC Wrestling 1. It's on there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But we won't make you guys wait any longer. We're going to get into the best rivalry of all time through all of XCW's 15 years. Let's go.
Is when the person's pinned for 3, they must take 10 lashes to the back. And you know about the history between these two, and it's a retro match. What a huge day this is. And there's a lockup. It's working on Cynical's arm. Armbar. Oh no! What a history between these guys. This is definitely retro. What do you say, Hazard?
Retro? I just don't remember the last time they did anything. Was it the ladder match last time these two went at it?
I believe so. Oh, suplex! Wait a second. Is Chris Jones setting up for what I think he's setting up for? There's 2! Can he get it? Could it be the number 3? Yes, he got him.
Quarter pounder with cheese, baby. And the referee checking Cynical, make sure he's all right.
Wait a second. What's Chris Jones setting up for? Oh, super
kick! Chris Jones with a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Cynical.
Oh! Cynical, come on, watch that. Oh.
And
is he setting up for Sinometry?
And a pin. 1, 2, and a, oh my God, Chris Jones kicked out of the Sinometry.
Both finishing moves have been kicked out of now. Cynical may be bleeding. Oh, is he setting up for a Jones bomb? Jones bomb! One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Cynical's bleeding from the mouth. And Chris Jones is up.
Get up. And a roll up. 1, 2, and a kick out from Cynical.
2. And you know what? The history between these two, Cynical has more wins over Chris Jones.
Oh, low blow.
Oh. Cynical's bleeding from the mouth. That could be internal injuries. Yeah,
there you go.
And wait, flipping neck breaker. Chris Jones being drugged back. I can't believe Chris Jones stepped up to Cynical's challenge. To deny? Oh, senton!
And it's a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out from Cynical.
Whoa! Back
body drop.
Cynical down in a big way.
Oh, and another punch from Cynical. Punch to the midsection.
Is he setting up for another one?
Samoa drop.
Samoa drop. Chris Jones down.
Come on. 1, 2, and a kick out. 2 count.
Uh-oh. Is he setting up for what I think he is?
No.
Whoa! Here comes
Walls of Jones. Cynical gonna tap. And Chris Jones breaks it.
Cynical's down. What a huge SummerMania 3 match.
What a way to kick off SummerMania. The DDT. Oh, a punch
what
to the
a
head.
shot. I heard that.
And there's another roll up over there. And a kick out before he even gets one. And some kind of submission. Roll over into a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. 2 count. Oh, and he's got him in an ankle lock.
What a match.
Great match to start out with. And still tonight we had Death Match 2.
And the casket match.
And a casket match from Devil and Hazard. Or Devil and Nightmare. I'm still thinking about
backward spear!
Oh, what the hell
He
did
just
I
stole
miss?
Cynical's old backward spear! He remembers, that's retro, baby! Chris Jones down. I think he was pulling a Kurt Acid there.
Oh! And he kicks him.
Oh, he punched him in the stomach. What's Cynical setting up for here? Oh, kick to the back of the head! Uh-oh. What's he setting up for? A froggy! A froggy!
1, 2, and a kick out from Chris Jones. Cynical getting very, very angry. We cannot keep Chris Jones down.
These two have a history.
These two are very well competitive. Very much competitive. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, and a kick out. Smoke weed.
Every day. By Cynical to Chris Jones. Chris Jones may be hurt. Cynical is moving.
And a nip up.
Uh-oh, he set up for super
kick. And he got all of it. He got all of it. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jones.
Oh no! Cynical has to take 10 lashes!
Fuck. Have something to drink? No. And Cynical's going to remove his shirt.
Stand back, Chris.
And the referee telling Cynical where to stand.
This is for last year's SummerMania.
One.
Fuck! Get up! This is for kicking my ass for the world title.
There's two.
Get up. You said that.
There's three. Three. He's got color.
Get out. Not done.
Oh man, this is punishment. Big time punishment. Oh, here comes four.
How many I got? 4?
There's 4.
This is 5.
5!
Oh, God damn it! God! Get up, 5 more.
5 more for Chris Jones.
You want to give up?
No. This is punishment for everything that's ever happened between these two. Look at his back.
Just think, we used to be friends April 16th.
There's 6!
4 more.
Cynical's taking him like a man. Oh no!
How many more? 3?
3 more.
Okay. Oh, fuck. 2 more. You give up
This
yet?
was Cynical's idea.
Give up yet?
Man, look at his back.
This one's for slamming the trunk on my head last year. I'm sure you remember that.
Oh no! One more! Chris Jones referring to the trunk match at WrestleMania 2!
Where's it at? 1 more.
One more
Oh my God.
from Chris Jones. And he's getting a good one. Here comes the last one.
This one's for everything you did wrong to the face.
Get out of here.
Where's my belt? There's my belt.
Cynical may be severely hurt. Wait a second. Look at his back.
Come on, Cynical. Do the right thing. Shake my hand. And fuck you. Oh, this from Cynical. Yeah, look at your back.
This may be not the last.
See you later.
Well, we are back once again, ladies and gentlemen, with the franchise player himself, Chris Jones. He and the winner, Cynical, are showing up a lot. You know, twice now on our countdown here on list. You've been up here with us twice. He's been up here. He's been on there twice now. You guys, I wasn't around for it, but I'm told it's been going on pretty much entirely of XCW's history, all 15 years. You know, and it didn't really have much of a story. You know, when it first started out, you guys just kind of beat the shit out of each other. You know, It evolved a little bit, but you still pretty much beat the shit out of each other. And today, you still probably would just beat the shit out of each other. So, you want to talk to us a little bit about that rivalry?
It's a little different than beating the shit out of each other nowadays.
I bet. A little deeper, I'm sure.
The Chris Jones Cynical feud didn't start in 04.
Oh, okay.
It started in the 2nd grade.
Before XCW, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, I have history with, like, any feud I've ever had. Like, my feud with the Fletch didn't start in XCW.
Oh, okay.
It started at Loper Commons.
Ooh.
Feuds with Hazard started at Loper School. So, they've been going on for a long time. We know each other really well. And like you said, there wasn't really a storyline besides, I was a douchebag. Like,
it is what it is.
Played my character 24/7. Made everybody hate me all the time. We just started off, and Chris Jones Cynical, we didn't start off feuding right away. Our first match was the Battle Royal of Sin, which was my official XCW debut.
Okay.
And it came down to me and Cynical. With Cynical winning the XCW Power Championship at the time, and we shook hands.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't start off as
That
a feud.
wasn't bad at all. Okay.
But one thing Chris Jones' character wants is what, Steve-O?
I'm
Shut
not
up.
along.
Gold.
Gold. Chris Jones always wants gold, and what new person had the gold? Cynical. What felt was new? The Power Championship. So it all started May 7th, 2004, and we've been in rain shows, we've been in ladder matches, we've been in tag team matches, we've been in stables opposite of each other. Chris Jones and Cynical's never really been on the same page, except for a couple times. We had the anti-Fletch group. Chris Jones, Hazard, and Cynical.
Maybe I need to join that group.
And like,
Bold move.
like you said on previous award, Cynical's storyline ended up culminating in 2009, but Cynical and Chris Jones have adapted over years. Like, Cynical went and worked for the armed forces or whatever, and he came back, and I know I'm going to be corrected if I'm wrong. I'm going to say 2008 or 2009.
We'll get on
and
that.
it was SummerMania. Chris Jones had a 2-show match at SummerMania.
Oh, okay.
Cynical came back, and who did Cynical want to face? He faced Chris Jones, and I believe Cynical came out on top. And one of the only pictures that you have with Chris Jones, Fletch, and Cynical in XCW is after that match. And then we had the match with Fletch, and the match that was just fast-paced, back action, hard-hitting, just non-stop for however long it was, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, man.
So, like, we don't really beat the shit out of each other. It kind of escalated. I guess the storyline people most say is Wendy's versus McDonald's. Cynical had all the fans. Chris Jones had the one fan. I had Cupcake.
Yeah, that's okay, though.
But,
Chris Jones is always a fan of Wendy's, I'm sure.
like you said, best storyline was Chris Jones and Cynical. It requires a dance partner. Cynical's not here with us, but I think there are some feuds that are even with Chris Jones and Cynical, so I guess we got to thank Cynical, too, for this.
I would agree. Thank you, Cynical, for allowing us to cover this rivalry and see this. We're about to see some video on it. No, but it's going to be some great stuff. You guys had the best rivalry. We're actually about to get into the best storyline. We may have you up here again. You never know. Chris Jones.
Possibly.
He's always around, the franchise player. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. The best storyline in XCW history. Here it is.
The hope of the
gentlemen, the winner for best storyline in a rivalry goes to our man Hazard here. Remember, we had that love triangle between you and Corey Lee and his flame at the time, Karen, back in 2012. Interesting time that was. I was around in the 2012. I was creeping around those days. I don't remember much though. Give me your thoughts on the situation, being an inside man there.
Like everyone knows, Fletch is involved heavily in every story.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
He actually gave me and Corey the reins in this.
Oh, okay.
Me and Corey Lee got to write the story.
Okay.
We presented to Fletch, and he made some tweaks, obviously. Mm-hmm. But this is all me and Corey Lee's love child.
I like it.
It's definitely probably one of the funnest storylines I've ever been in.
Oh, okay.
The things that happened, it made that season not alone pop. It's probably the best season we've ever had. It's been discussed a lot. Mm-hmm. You talk about rivalries, it's probably, other than our storylines, you either talk about this, or, as you just seen, Chris Jones.
Yes, that's true.
Or the EBW, which that was a hard one to top.
I agree, 100%.
But it was just weird going through that phase of all that, and then with the big fuckery that was there. There's lack of terms that I can think of there.
I mean, accurate.
Between, you think Fletch has Corey Lee's back, and in the end, he actually has mine. It was just a big screw job on Corey Lee. That's all it comes down to. It all starts, when I cash in the money in the bank on Corey Lee. Mm-hmm. And then it just culminates. And it's just a big snowball that ends up in just a big explosion of the death match.
Poor guy. And what a death match that was, ladies and gentlemen.
The whole storyline involving Karen, it was wishy-washy at the time, which you never know if anything like that's ever going to work.
True.
And we made it work, and she promised us in the beginning that she was going to be there and stick it out, and she did.
Yeah. Loyalty and respect is what we need.
Yeah, that's a lot of talk around here is loyalty and respect.
It is, It's important in this industry, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. It is. Cannot be understated enough. Oh, my Lord. But that little storyline you had spawned that's a lot of characters from it. A lot of other storylines, a lot of characters. Definitely a good storyline to have. That's going to bring us into our next segment, ladies and gentlemen. The next award is going to be the best character in XCW's history. And there's a lot of them. Stick with us.
With a civil life, will they make decisions and decide
and gentlemen, there you have it. Someone you and I never personally saw wrestle. Whew. This was an interesting incarnation. Honestly, I love this idea. The character of Dylan Bostic being Biohazard / Blade. You didn't know who you were going to get depending on the hairstyle and the outfit at the time. You had that gimmick from 03 to 07. It's just... That just cracks me up. Just, you never know, you challenge somebody, you challenge Dylan Bostic to come out, and you never know if you're going to get, this big gruff guy, or this high-strung, ready to kick your ass, ready to murder your whole family kind of guy. And
4 years.
Right? And to carry something that long and make it something that unique really is a talent. And Dylan Bostic is a talent. He has went on to ROH, TNA, WWE. He's a man of many talents. He started right here in XCW. It's definitely our privilege to say that. He's come back through the years. He's had some great matches with a lot of the guys in XCW and outside of XCW.
I can't believe it. Yeah, and I've actually known him personally, I grew up with him in Rushville.
Funny enough, my girlfriend's sister dated him for the longest time.
Wow.
Small world here, Steve.
I know. I can't believe it. I'm just...
Small world. But, speaking of Dylan Bostic's great matches, in and out of XCW, we're going to go into our next category, the best XCW match of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the start of the match. These three men, no strangers to each other. Fletch and Cynical at one time were known as one of the most notorious teams of BK. The three-man lockup. Fall away. Stare down between each other. A catch. Clothesline. Clothesline to DDT. Catch into a Jones bomb. Chris Jones just lays Fletcher out with that Jones bomb. He's going after Cynical. Cynical catches Chris Jones into a spine buster. Cynical trying to get to his feet. The XCW champion Fletch is on his feet. He is reeling. He's picking up Cynical. Line him up. What a move to Cynical from Fletch. Fletcher goes to kick Jones. Jones puts Fletch into the wall. Jones, could this be the tap out? No, Cynical flipping neck breaker to Chris. All three men are laid out. Cynical first to his feet. He's picking up Jones. He's picking up Fletch. Into an ankle lock submission onto the XCW champion Fletch. Referee just staring on. Kenny Hesser Chaos. It looks like Kenny Hesser Chaos has lost the contact. What is he doing? Cynical picking up Fletch and Jones. Looks like he's gonna double bulldog. No, it's just a backflip. Cynical ducks the double clothesline. Cynical double down to Fletch and Chris. Cynical looking large and in charge in this match as the XCW champion and his challenger are laying face down. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans showing their displeasure for the referee, Kenny Hesser Chaos, as he begins the 10 count.
2, 3, 4.
XCW champion Fletcher to his feet first. Kenny Hesser Chaos has stopped the count. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by ringside by Vapor with a tremendous match over the rookie, Kyle Victim. What the hell is XCW champion doing? He's got a trash can lid and a stick. Going into the ring, a blatantly thrown ring right at the referee. XCW champion Fletch grabbing Chris Jones to his head. Oh! He breaks the cane right over Chris Jones' head. Jones is laying out for the count.
He's going to be feeling that in the morning.
My God, Cynical grabbing that trash can lid. Cynical slowly stalking his way. It looks like a double team on the C-Unit Jones. No! go. Fletcher attacks Cynical in the back. This turn with the cane across the back. Cynical is left reeling as Kenny has her chaos. Checks in on Cynical. So Unit Jones slowly making his way to his feet. XCW champion Fletcher. Could it be? Oh my God, what a hell of a move of athleticism by the XCW champion. C Unit Jones has just thrown from the ring from that blow. My God, we're barely into this match, and these men have already hitting each other with the intent to cripple. A stomp to the hand by XCW champion Fletcher and the C Unit Jones. Cynical picking up that trash can lid. Still reeling from the effects of that back attack with the cane. And trash can lid to the knee of C Unit Jones and the ankle. Fletcher distracting Cynical, a poke to the eye. Cynical being blatantly jabbed in the eye by the XCW champion. Folks are questioning Kenny has her chaos his fair game in this whole match, knowing his loyalty to Cynical. C Unit Jones climbing the tree, what the hell is he doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a standstill in this match. These men are reeling. They have already been beaten. They have been slammed. They have been double teamed, double crossed. See Unit Jones up there in the tree, obviously like feeling a limb between his legs. Cynical's just laying out. Senior special guest referee Kenny Hesser Chaos having words with the XCW champion. XCW champion, Fletcher, also known as Fletch, no stranger to the gold. He's looking around for his opponent. C Unit Jones is nowhere to be seen. Cynical back to his feet, slowly stalking Fletch. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is this? Oh my God! C Unit Jones out of the tree, double clothesline on the Cynical and Fletch, and they are left laying on the ground. C Unit Jones, perhaps one of the top contenders of all time in the sport. There's a quick cover on the Cynical, and the referee is slow to count. What the hell are you doing, ref? Count. 1, 2, slow count by the ref. I'm not even sure that was a 2 count. Yes, it was. Cynical kicks out. Cynical taking control of this match. Looks up C. Jones and slamming him right into that mat. There he goes. There's a cover up. 1, 2, quick kick. Quick count by Kenny Hesser Chaos. There is C Unit Jones kicks out. People and fans are beginning to question Chaos's loyalty in this match, as this is obviously not a fair one. The hell is this? Referee checking on Cynical. C Unit Jones getting Cynical's feet. Thunderous blow to the midsection of the back. Come on, ref. He's grabbing Cynical by the hair. He pulls him up. A chop to the chest. XCW champion Fletcher back in the ring to receive a knife-edge chop. And it is Ultimate Dragon DDT. C Unit Chris Jones to his feet. What the hell is he doing? Could it be? He sent him up. Yes, French tickler the XCW champion Fletch. Cynical getting back to his feet. A knee to Yesenia Jones midsection. Could this be? It is. It is. The Golden Salute by Cynical to C Unit Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, these men have suffered an enormous amount of punishment. XCW champion Fletcher back on his feet, picking up Cynical. The hell is he trying to do? Swinging up Ricker. Men showing their weary, their tired bodies in this ring, continuing to continue this punishment. Fletcher on the receiving end of that by C Unit Jones. Yep. My commentary partner here being quiet. What is Cynical doing? It is an ankle lock to C Unit Jones. Is C Unit Jones going to tap out? The referee right there to administer it. Here comes XCW champion Fletch with a big boot to Cynical's head. Champion Fletch just stalking Cynical. And there's a right. And another right. And another right. They are trading blows back and forth. C Unit Jones stumbles out of the ring. I'm not even sure he knows where he is, folks. Oh, C Unit Jones tries something. Cynical and Fletch catch him and then hip toss into a slam. Cynical and XCW champion Fletcher all facing off. Fletch with the power driver to Cynical. Cynical laying there, unable to defend himself. Referee just shoved Cena Chris Jones back into the ring. What the hell was he doing? Chris Jones dragging XCW champion Fletcher to his feet.
Suicide effect.
He says he's going for a suicide effect to Fletch. He can't quite get him up. Fletcher reverse. What is he doing? Oh, downward spiral. Oh, a downward spiral onto the ground outside of the ring. You can bet these men are feeling the effects of that. Meanwhile, Cynical still lying on the outside of the ring. It's up against the 10 count. Cena Chris Jones, the first one to his feet. Stalking out of the ring. What in the hell is he doing? He's telling the audience to get up. He's grabbing the sign. He's grabbing 2 chairs. XCW champion Fletcher is hurt. Kenny Hesser-Cass checking on Cynical. C Unit Jones showing his frustration and his will to win in this match. What the hell is he doing, folks? What the hell? He just knocked out the referee, Kenny Chaos. C Unit Jones knocking out Kenny Chaos, setting up a table.
Play. Teacher asked me to go for recess. I said no, Teach. I don't play.
C Unit Jones, a sign to the back, XCW champion Fletcher. He lays him out and the same sign to the head of Cynical, both men lying unconscious in the ring. C Unit Jones looking for more weapons of mass destruction. He's grabbing 2 more chairs. What the hell could be going through this man's head? Chris Jones is known for pulling off upsets, beating odds, and doing what it takes to win. He's bringing the stop sign to the ring. Referee Kenny Hesser-Chaos back to his feet. He throws the stop sign in the ring. Cynical trying to get the offensive maneuver on Fletcher, but countered and reversed. XCW champion Fletcher with the sign to see in the Chris Jones head. The champ is lining up. He is pissed. He is stalking Cynical. Waiting for Cynical to get back to his feet. Oh, thunderous kick right to the chin of Cynical by XCW champion Fletcher. C Unit Chris Jones trying to sneak up on Fletch. And it's an RKO administered by C Unit Jones on the XCW champion Fletcher. Jones has come here tonight to fight, and he is hell-bent, intent on taking home that gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at commentary. With C Unit Chris Jones, he has taken the XCW belt. What is he doing with that? He's going up to Cynical. He's picking Cynical up off his feet. What the hell is he doing? The belt's on the stop sign. Knee to the midsection. Here it comes. Good God! Here it comes. The triple suplex. 2. We get him up for the 3rd. He has suffered 2 German suplexes onto that belt, onto the stop sign. There's number 3 as Kenny Hesser-Chaos just looks on. Cynical, reeling from the effects of that. He is hurt. He is out of it. He is outside of the ring as C Unit Jones crawls over to XCW champion Fletch. Referee checking on Cynical. Cynical appears to be hurt, folks. He's lying outside the ring as the referee takes off. What the hell was this? Nice offensive maneuver by C Unit Jones onto the XCW champion Fletcher. C Unit Jones has been in charge most of this match.
A heavyweight can do a cruiserweight.
And C Unit Jones is down and out. All three men are down. The referee checks on them all. Paying special attention to Cynical. He begins the 10 count.
2.
XCW champion Fletch is up. He's grabbing the belt. He's back on his feet first. The referee stops the 10 count. Cynical to his feet, slowly staggering to the ring. Fletch signaling to Cynical to come get some. Telling them right there. They stare off. These two used to be the best of friends. Double-handed choke slam by Fletch as Kenny Chaos stops him to check on Cynical. C Unit Jones. Right across the midsection to Cynical. Kenny Chaos obviously showing favoritism to his friend Cynical in this match. Senior special guest referee Kenny Chaos having words to C Unit Jones as a shove. XCW champion Fletcher dragging Cynical to his feet. It looks like he's going for an agony drop. No, it is reversed. Sweet chin music into a Samoan drop. There's another kick. Caught. A spin. Back body drop by Cynical on the XCW champion Fletcher. Cynical showing his will to dominance in this match. He is large and in charge, and he has the backing of special guest referee Kenny Chaos. Fletch clothesline Cynical right down under the sign. All three men have suffered a hell of a lot of punishment. Two men are on their feet. Hip toss to Chris Jones. Chris Jones grabbing the stop sign, throwing it to the side. Flipping clothesline to C Unit Chris Jones by Fletch. Cynical and Chris are left helpless lying on their backs as they slowly attempt to stagger to their feet. XCW champion Fletcher showing the effects of this match. Getting into their feet. Cynical with an atomic drop to Fletch. C Unit Jones with an atomic drop to Fletch. They are double teaming XCW champion Fletcher with a knife edge chop to Fletch, and the champion goes down. And C Unit Jones with the drop kick to Cynical into a frog splash on the Fletch. There's the count. Referee, what the hell are you doing? 1. I think the referee broke a nail. 2. What the hell is he doing? C Unit Jones has had this one. Senior referee.
Oh, what the fuck?
C Unit Jones getting in the face of Kenny Chaos. C Unit Jones has had this one. That is the second time Kenny Chaos has screwed C Unit Jones out of a title. C Unit Jones showing frustration. What the hell did he get from that fan in the ring there? What the hell was he doing? Ladies and gentlemen, C Unit Jones obviously has lighter fluid, and the lighter he's giving it to a member of the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, member of the audience voicing their opinion. C Unit Jones looking at that belt. Nobody wants it more than C Unit Jones, as he was screwed out of that belt by the very referee in this ring, Kenny Chaos. Obviously, bitter blood and rivalry between the two. XCW champion Fletcher looking on, laying in the ring, hurt. He has been stomped, he has been kicked, he has been battered all through this match. He is still on his feet. A punch from C Unit Jones to the chest of the XCW champion. Into a DDT. The XCW champion is down and out. Cynical still remaining unconscious outside of the ring. C Unit Jones picking up that no parking anytime sign. Stalking his victim, Cynical, slowly dragging him to his feet. A knee to the face. Come on, ref. What the hell are you doing in here?
Remember everything you did wrong with the fans? Slamming the trunk on my head?
See Unit Jones exchanging words with Cynical. Oh, and a thunderous sign over the head of Cynical. Good God, how much more can these men take? See Unit Jones just dishing out hellacious punishment to the champion and this other contender. He signals for the lighter fluid and the lighter. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even sure if this is legal in here, but referee Kenny Hesser Chaos having words with C Unit Jones, XCW champion, slowly getting to his feet. C Unit Jones handing the stuff to Kenny Chaos.
Thank you. I'll set up for center.
Thunderous right hand to Fletch. I believe C Unit Jones said, is he pissing on a table? No, it's lighter fluid. Just dealing out punishment in the meantime onto the XCW champion Fletch. Good God, it's a flaming table. Is it? It's an MC bomb right to the flaming table. The XCW champion is hurt. He went to a flaming table. How much more can this go on? Referee, what the hell are you doing in there?
Get off your goddamn pussy cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the audience showing their displeasure. C Unit Jones may have this one. Cynical still unconscious on the ring. The XCW champion on his back after going through that flaming table. He's slowly dragging Cynical to his feet. He's pulling the mats. C Unit Jones looks like he's setting him up. He's setting him up into the unprettier. Reversed by Cynical into a backflip. Chris jumps on Cynical's shoulder for a power bomb. Excellent show of athleticism from Cynical, reversing C Unit Jones' offensive maneuver into a power bomb. The referee begins a 10 count. XCW champion Fletcher still lying outside of the ring, battered, bruised, and hurt. C Unit Jones first to his feet. He's stalking the ring, glaring at referee Kenny Hesser Chaos, signaling for Cynical to come to him. C Unit Jones with a kick. No, a reverse. Cynical gets him up. It looks like sonometry. C Unit Jones managed to wiggle out. And an great offensive counter and maneuver by C Unit Jones. C Unit Jones continuing to punish Cynical, pummeling him into the mat. What is he doing? He is going back to the fans, grabbing more lighter fluid. Looks like he is setting the chairs up. Ladies and gentlemen, Cynical to his feet. Chris Jones, unaware of what's going on behind him. He's sending those chairs on fire. Cynical gets him up. Could it be? Sonometry through the chair! Sonometry through the chair, and the challenger, seeing Chris Jones, is on fire. He's rolling around. The chair is still continuing on fire. Meanwhile, special guest referee Kenny Hesser Chaos attempting to control the situation.
Put it out!
XCW champion Fletch slowly getting to his feet. C Unit Jones is out of it. Cynical getting to his feet. Looking on to Kenny Hesser Chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, there's not much more he can get. He covers him up for the 3 count. There it is. 1, 2. What the hell? Cynical, let him go. Cynical had this one. What the hell is he doing?
What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing, Cynical? You had this one. You had the XCW champion. He's blowing off his friend. Kenny Hesser Chaos. He's dragging C Unit Jones over. What the hell is he doing? He's picking up XCW champion Fletcher. Cynical, what the hell are you doing? You had this one. He lays XCW champion over C Unit Jones.
Count it.
No. The referees refusing up through the 3.
Count it! No. Count it right now!
Cynical giving orders to Chaos for the count. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Ring the bell. We have your winner and still XCW champion, The Flash.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The best match of all time. There's been a lot, obviously. 2003, the untelevised season, all the way to 2018. That's a lot of matches, ladies and gentlemen. Throughout, however many shows we have a season, we have two of the competitors here.
That's what I've dealt with for 14 years.
Out of the triple threat match there they had at the farewell show in 2008 between Fletch, Cynical, and Chris Jones. Quite the match, I hear.
With special guest referee Hazard.
With special guest referee Hazard,
Yeah.
that makes it even better.
I'm gonna tag out and let him come in here in a minute.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen enough of your ugly mug tonight.
Exactly.
I mean, we need to get Hazard up here 2 times. Chris has been up here 3.
That's why we booted Steve-O.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good to swap out. It's good to be different. It's I'm the host. I gotta be up here. It is what it is. But
There's a lot of Harry Potter fans out there.
There's tons. I think he's Halloween costume ever.
Exactly.
Anyway. Let's get into that match, guys. 2008, what was your mindset that day, going into the match, and, in the match, it was just the best match of XCW's history.
When we first set out to play in the match, we initially thought that it was the end of XCW. It was the farewell show. We later, as the match evolved, leading into like the month before, we knew it wasn't going to be the end of XCW. We were actually going to continue. Chris actually got us a gig doing a birthday party for Halloween Havoc 2008, and that was when we knew that XCW is here to stay, but we're going to continue with the farewell show as kind of a goodbye to guys like Dylan Bostic and some of the other guys who were exiting XCW at the time. But this is one of the only matches from start to finish that was thoroughly thought out and thoroughly planned. And literally, I mean, you can watch it now. It's pretty choreographed. I mean, you just seen the match on the show.
Yeah.
You could tell it was pretty choreographed. It was well thought out, and it had a lot of emotion to it, which is why we wanted to involve Kenny Hazard Chaos.
Makes sense. I don't blame you on that. I mean, you 3 powerhouses, then to have another Titan as a referee. That's 4 of the best XCW has to offer in one ring.
I like that you said Titan and not Giant, because Giant would be a fat joke.
No, I would never say that. I would never say Titan. I always say Titans of XCW.
Ironically, we had a rematch at Halloween Havoc as well.
Really?
It was a ladder match.
And Kenny Hazard Chaos cost me the match.
He did. Yeah, that's when he cost Chris Jones like 8 straight XCW championships.
Somebody tell Corey Lee that. Remember he said you didn't... Oh, the interference thing, the ladder match.
Interference matters.
I mean, it matters. Corey Lee, it matters. It does. I'm sorry. That was the best match in XCW history.
What's your take?
I'm a big person when it comes to, like, new people, because they get really nervous when they wrestle.
Okay.
They're like, they want to plan it out perfect. I hate planning matches. I'm absolutely, totally against it. I was against planning this
3 months of us planning this match.
I was against planning this match at first, and I knew I was going in there with 2 of the 3 people that probably know me the best in XCW, and I knew that it would work that way, but it was practice every day. When we're not at work, we're hanging out in parking lots, we're like, what if we did this differently? Okay, well, let's do this, and a lot of the stuff that was done in this match kind of spawned off into other things. This was the debut of what would be known as now as Illuminati.
Oh, okay. One of my favorites.
One of my first independent spots where I got beat up by 2 wrestlers or whatever. We incorporated that in this match. And like he said, it was a very high impact and emotional match. So we wanted to make sure we went out there and gave it our all, 100% for sure.
And the part of it was we didn't want people to know that it was not the end of XCW, but we wanted to plant the seeds of what was going to happen next. Okay. And what would come of XCW following this is where Kenny Hazard Chaos played the part. Coming out of this, Hazard being the referee, he was on the side of Cynical, and Fletch and Chris Jones were on the same page at the time. And shortly after this, just that Cold Day in Hell 2009, Fletch and Chris Jones officially became Chauvinville Heat, whereas you had on the other side of the coin Kenny Hazard Chaos and Cynical, the group made up of the Canadian Army Incorporated.
Along with Elizabeth Chaos.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to mention that.
I was.
He's going to kill you when he comes in.
Probably.
But the referee's take on the farewell match. As
The match, no easy feat.
No. When they come up to you and say, "Here's the match," it's like, what do you mean, here's the match?
6 pages long.
Oh, it's like,
Yes.
oh, okay.
And you literally, like, I have to know this, start to finish, for the simple fact, I have to know where I need to be, so I can help them remember what their spots are, because it's not easy wrestling a match and knowing your spots.
Look away, badge.
So, me being in there, that helps out a lot. And then, in the end, when you've seen it, Cynical had the match, would not pin Chris.
Yeah, after the Sonometry, which is the Death Valley driver, through the flaming chairs.
Oh,
had me dead to rights.
Cynical would not pin. He made Fletch get the pin.
Drug him over there, Fletch out cold.
And I would not count to 3. He forced me to count to 3. Which spawns into me and Cynical later.
Okay.
Where I eventually beat Cynical.
in his final match.
Oh, that's a nice little storybook ending.
So, this has every right to be the greatest match of all time.
Okay.
I mean, it's serious. When he says they got in parking lots and rehearsed, we would sit at BP every night, and they would get out their little workbooks and they'd go through it.
Carry it to me. I worked at Wendy's at the time. Carry it to me every break.
He's on it, looking up things.
And it culminated into some great stories, like you said. He finally getting the win over Cynical. It culminated into Chris Jones and Fletch finally teaming up, becoming Shovel Heat, which a lot of people never thought that would happen, because in the history of XCW,
no one trusts Chris Jones.
Everybody hates Chris Jones. Hazard said it before, I'm the poison. And then the Canadian Army against Shovel Heat, and then which ultimately led to me feuding Fletch down the line because I turned on him.
Yeah.
So it was I'll call it an excellent storybook ending.
I like it. And of course, it was not the end of XCW, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, 10 years later after that show? I don't know exactly what month that was in, but it's 10 years technically after.
I can't Matthew hit me in the head too many times.
Oh, that's how it is. It's the price we pay, You guys pay, I guess.
You just don't.
I just sit on the internet.
No, you just hold ladders for me to kill Brandon Hobbs.
You're never gonna let that go. What was I supposed to do? I didn't know. He
Yes,
told me to hold it, so I held it.
Because of you.
I'm gonna feud Hazard at SummerMania next year, ladies and gentlemen.
The ladder.
Well, Brandon killed the ladder, killed Hazard, and I'm gonna get killed. Thanks. But, ladies and gentlemen, before I do that, before I die, we've talked about a lot of superstars over the course of this show, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a lot of superstars over the course of XCW's 15-year history. Now, our final award is going to go to the best superstar of all time. Number 1, all 15 years. Who do you guys think it is? You don't guess? He's like, he's not going to say it.
Jeff Buster.
Jeff Buster?
Steve-O.
I beat Jeff Buster, so if he's the winner, I'm better than the best, so I'll take it. I hope Jeff Buster wins. But
could be anybody. Could be Stone Cold Tim.
Stone Cold Tim? He got knocked Stone Cold out. It's not Stone Cold Tim. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tim.
No. Sorry, Tim. We love you, bud. But we're going to get into it now, ladies and gentlemen. XCW's best superstar of all time.
The franchise player.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that, telling me things about rap, talking the truth and that stab in my back, they will knock me off track. No, too many things have been building, been hard to deal with, I just been drinking. drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking. Lately I'm living in fear, wondering what if the end is so near. All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving alone. I don't pick up the phone when my family call. I've been doing it wrong and I don't know what's happening. Trying to get what I just been imagining, getting close and I just been examining all of the fake shit the game has been packaging. I've been keeping real, I've been doing what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat, I know I will. Everything I'm working on, every night another song. They be quiet all alone, they gon' notice when I'm gone. I come from a town where most of the people are so close-minded. They going to school and they working a job, but they don't even like it. I won't be put in a box, nobody telling me what I should rock. Nobody telling me what I should drop, cause I do what I want and just know I don't stop. Recording till 4 in the morning, they snoring. I'm pouring my soul into every story. I'm writing, producing, I mix it, I master. I'm building my craft and I'm not looking back. I've been going doing things I wanna do when I want to. Everybody wanna get a win, but they not do. Everybody wanna copy you, but they not you. Everybody wanna be cool, but they not new. Whoa, look how I go, gonna be a dentist, I still got the flow. Never gonna lose cause I'm still doing both. Never gonna lose cause I've been on the road. Come to your state and I'm killing the show. Know that I'm young and I still gotta grow. Know that I'm working the most, know I'm never gonna choke. And I'm looking back down on the people below. I've been keeping real, I've been doing what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat, I know I will. Everything I'm working on, every night another song. They been quiet all along, they gon' notice when I'm gone. Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things. I gotta just let it all out, I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about. Telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that. Telling me things about rap. Talking the truth and that stab in my back, they will knock me off track, no. Too many things have been building, been hard to deal with, I just been drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking. Lately I'm living in fear, wondering what if the end is so near. All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving alone. I don't pick up the phone when my family call. I've been doing it wrong and I don't know what's happening. Trying to get what I just been imagining, getting close and I just been examining all of the fake shit the game has been packaging. I've been keeping real, I've been doing what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat, I know I will. Everything I'm working on, every night another song. They been quiet all along, they gon' notice when I'm gone. I come from a town where most of the people are so close-minded. They going to school and they working a job, but they don't even like it. I won't be put in a box, nobody telling me what I should rock. Nobody telling me what I should drop, cause I do what I want and just know I don't stop. Recording till 4 in the morning, they snoring. I'm pouring my soul into every story. I'm writing, producing, I mix it, I master. I'm building my craft and I'm not looking back. I've been going doing things I wanna do when I want to. Everybody wanna get a win, but they not do. Everybody wanna copy you, but they not you. Everybody wanna be cool, but they not new. Whoa, look how I go, gonna be a dentist, I still got the flow. Never gonna lose cause I'm still doing both. Never gonna lose cause I've been on the road. Come to your state and I'm killing the show. Know that I'm young and I still gotta grow. Know that I'm working the most, know I'm never gonna choke. And I'm looking back down on the people below. I've been keeping real, I've been doing what I feel. I've been out here trying to kill every beat, I know I will. Everything I'm working on, every night another song. They been quiet all along, they gon' notice when I'm gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, a man we have seen a lot tonight. XCW's best superstar of all time, the franchise player, Brother Jones. He is here with us once again, ladies and gentlemen. 15 years of history culminating in this, and hopefully another 15 years, or hopefully you'll stick with us. You can view anything on XCW Shelbyville, yeah, on Facebook, that's what it is. And XC Wrestling 1 on YouTube, xcwrestling1.wixsite.com. You can find upcoming events, rosters, all
Subscribe
that stuff.
to the YouTube page, hit that bell so you get the notification when Flex posts new videos.
Leave us a like, comment. You've watched the whole show. Tell us what you liked, you didn't like, if you agree with our decisions, you disagree. I'm sure everybody has an opinion, has something to say. It's the internet. But I've said enough. I'm going to leave the man with something to say. XCW's voted best superstar ever, Chris Jones.
Please cry.
No crying in wrestling.
There's a lot of people that probably should be standing up here that probably deserve it just as much as I do. I think shooting this right now means more than Viewers' Choice Awards, in my opinion, because as you've stated a few times at the beginning of the show, it's voted among the XCW elites, your peers.
Yes.
And in my opinion, if I go out there and have a bad match and Fletch isn't impressed or Hazard isn't impressed, I'm my biggest critic. As you've seen from the Halloween Havoc match after I wrestled Jason Arcane, I was mad. It was a terrible fucking match. But to be voted by the peers, it is an honor. Like I said, it means more to me than Viewers' Choice Awards, even though I don't have the paper signed by Fletch. Obviously, I have a few people's respects around here, so it means quite a bit. But you got to have your dance partner. I mean, I don't go out there and have match of the year without Fletch and Cynical.
It's true.
I don't have a great storyline without Hazard screwing me 6, 7, 8 times.
Ooh, that sounds kinky.
So it does mean a lot. Like I said, started 2004. I wasn't well liked.
Douchebag, as you said earlier.
Douchebag. Played my character 24/7. Like, I didn't hang out with Fletch and Cynical outside wrestling. Like, they're like, hey, we're gonna do a show today. So I show up, I did my match, and I left. Like, I'm a very competitive person.
I understand that.
Almost got in a fight over a football game with Fletch. Did get in a fight with Rob Slater once at Halloween Havoc.
Rob Slater.
But I've cooled out over the years, and I've been able to adapt. I think that's a big thing in Fletch's eyes, being able to adapt and stay relevant over the years. Seeing Chris Jones got tiring. We did the Brother Jones thing. Then we went back to seeing Chris Jones when it was ready to go. The Brother Jones helped bring in Deacon Gerke and put people over like Stephen Reigns.
Oh, yes.
And as you know, the gear has adapted over the years. Start off with just the jersey, and then the Eagle shirt, the ABW shirt, the Revelation shirt, which I'm a little sad that, me and Austin there didn't ever get to do Canadian Revelation. I think it would have been an excellent tag team.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be standing up here without Fletch and Hazard. Obviously, Hazard had a big say, because without Hazard, I wouldn't have got to wrestle ever. I had to take a power bomb on concrete to be able to wrestle. So
that was the price of admission?
That was the price of admission to HCW. And Fletch going out of his way for some guy he didn't even know. Like, he didn't know me. I seen the guy twice.
Yeah.
He got fired twice in the same show.
Oh, man.
He seen me twice.
Man.
Seen me twice at an EBW show, which, I mean, I'm gonna have to thank him. Justin Parsley.
Yeah.
And Justin Parsley didn't draft me to BYWE for some reason, probably because I had the Kid Size International title at the time. Well, I was a good wrestler too, but I wouldn't have met Fletch. I wouldn't be in XCW. So Fletch to go out of his way is a big thing, and I've said a lot. Creative control is very hard to get, and like Hazard said, a lot of people don't have 100% creative control. Fletch likes to dip in the candy jar a little bit, tweak some changes, but he gives me a lot of free reign on stuff. Currently, as of shooting this, I'm working with Venom, and he's told me the only thing he wants me to do throughout this feud, the only thing he wants me to accomplish, and pretty much I can do whatever else I want to do.
Okay.
So for him to entrust that to me means a lot too, because as you got people like Brogan O'Shea that haven't really made it to the main stage yet, and you got people like Evan Phoenix that we have so much hope for. Like, he's not there to be able to make his own stories and stuff. We got to help him along the way.
Exactly.
I thought my career was over a couple times. Once, I was portraying Psycho Circus Clown and wrestling against Carnage and, I don't know what, Madman James Gerke, I don't know what the fuck he was at the time.
Some Gerke.
It was James. There's only been one Gerke.
Yeah. The Gerkenator.
Botched a tag team 3D. Fucked my neck up pretty bad. Like, I probably should have went to the doctor, but I'm a big advocate for not going to the doctor.
Okay.
So I just went to a chiropractor.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah, you should probably go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor.
I went to the chiropractor for a little bit, and they told me I'd be okay, so Did that. Thought I was going to retire at Glory. I got to go out the way I wanted to go out. I got to have a ladder match, which is, everybody knows Chris Jones loves ladders.
Yeah.
Got to go out the way I wanted. The ladder match, I lost. But, Chris Jones calling out somebody who comes out. My EBW brother in Austin Chaos.
Yes, he's ready.
And what? Do you remember the end of that match? Do you remember what happened?
I don't.
Gabe came out with the EBW championship. And got to have EBW involved in what would have been my last match, but as any wrestling, whether it's WWE, TNA, ECW, Originals, whatever wrestling company you are, it's hard to stay away. And I came back the next show, which you convinced me to come back and watch the show.
I remember.
I was standing next to someone everybody knows pretty well, sitting in a chair, a couple boots.
The man himself.
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod Moore.
Making fun of John Streets.
Yeah.
Maybe James Cerebral. I don't know who is wrestling, but he's like, these guys are fucking terrible. And you know how he heckles everybody. Like he's pretty honest. And it was very bad. He's like, why aren't you in the ring, Chris? In the Hot Rod voice, can't do it right now because I'm kind of sick.
I understand.
And Roddy comes up after the match. He's like, how you feeling, man? I'm all right, man. He's like, you're looking a little twitchy over there, Chris. I'm like, yeah, man. Kind of.
Getting the itch.
Got the crack itch, man.
Uh-oh.
He's like, hold on a second. And Roddy runs off. Next thing I know, you're going to super kick Josh. What? He's like, yeah, you're going to come out and, super kick Josh or whatever I did that show. And came back.
That's for sure.
Came back. I'm still here, still going strong. I've done a lot. There's very few things that are still left to do, which I would like to do. But I've kind of accustomed to the role that I'm in, which is helping the newer people. As you've seen since I came back, Tyler Skaggs, it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Arcade.
Worked out very well.
He's a really good worker. And he's one of the few people that, come early, help set up, stay late, help take down. So Jason Arcade's a pretty good guy. And to be honest, I thought he was going to be a flake.
Oh,
I have some random guy at work with like Marty Jannetty hair. It's like, I like wrestling, man. I want to be a pro. Like,
all right, come on.
Like, okay. So I didn't have to give him my phone number. I'm like, hey, man, just go ahead and text Josh or look him up on Facebook or whatever and get a hold of him. And I guess finally he did after me telling him for 4 months he shouldn't. But I thought he was a joke. I didn't think he was serious. But he proved me wrong. Jason Arcane's got some talent. Now he's, as of this recording, feuding Corey Lee, I believe, for the world title. So, very proud of that acquisition.
Oh, yes.
And currently with Venom, trying to help him get better, trying to help him come into himself.
Monster.
He's got some work to do, but like I said, I'm accustomed to the new role. I kind of feel like Chris Jericho, come back, put over a new guy, and then it went in the end. So, but we'll see what happens. And I have high hopes for the new people. I can see part of myself in Brendan Stickle and Jason Arcane. I mean, Brendan Stickle's got a decent amount of charisma, and Jason Arcane's got excellent ring skills and hard work ethic. Yeah, I don't help set up a lot. I don't help take down. I did so over 20 years. And Brendan showing up early, majority of the time, first one there. And Jason Arcane, staying, help him with all the work or whatever. So I got high hopes for Brendan Stickle and Jason Arcane, and we will definitely see what's to come. So hopefully neither of them let me down. And I want to thank everybody for picking me for best superstar of all time.
Well earned, as I've always said. Chris Jones, my favorite superstar. Over our 15 years, ladies and gentlemen, we've had so many matches, characters, awards. We've touched on many during this. You can check out our website, xcwrestling1.wixsite.com. You can check out our YouTube, xcwrestling1. You can check out No False Finish with Chris Jones right here.
Season 1, still waiting for the season finale to be posted.
It's coming. It's going to be good.
It's going to be a heater.
Got a surprise for you. And if you want to learn more about Chris Jones, definitely don't miss that episode. Season finale of 5 is done now, ladies and gentlemen. Season 2 is going to be in the books. You'll be seeing that hopefully shortly.
How'd you get renewed for season 2? I haven't even been contacted for season 2.
I don't know. I already got season 2 in the books, man. I don't know.
They didn't contact me for season 2.
I mean, hey, just give it the execs, and we'll see how it ends. I'm on to season 3 now.
You got renewed for season 3?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
We're gonna have to do some contract negotiations after this.
Well, hey, at least we know if there's a best announcer, I'd at least be in the conversation at this point. I mean, come on. 3 seasons? I've been here so long, and oh man, I'm the voice of XCW.
But as you know, you weren't there sometimes when we needed you most.
That's also true. You know, you got to take the good with the bad, ladies and gentlemen, the salt with the pepper. But that's it for us here at XCW 15 years, the All-Time Awards. Thanks for sticking with us. We hope to see you again. Thanks.